Today what we're going to do is just a little bit of a tutorial on the FlatZap mobile application. First thing you're going to do is you're just going to open up the mobile app, which is the FlatZap app, and it's going to open up immediately to the image capture. So that's the first place you're going to see. So normally you can open it up and take a picture. In this case, what we're going to do is we'll take a picture of the location here. And the first thing that you see is three options. The first one is pin location on map. The other one is an address, and the third one is a create name. I'll go through each one of these and explain what each one of these potential options do, and you can tap on the one that is most applicable. Usually, most people are just going to name it by the address. But if that address is incorrect, in other words, the phone does not know exactly where it's at, you can override that with pin location on map. So what you do is you hit pin location on map, and it's going to bring up a map and the radius around it and where it thinks you're at. And then if that pin is not at the correct location, you can actually move the pin by tapping on the screen, and it'll give you a new address based on where you tap that location. So no problem there, and then it'll draw the radius around that location. So basically, the pin location on map allows you to override the normal GPS system. But we're going to go back to this location. This is the correct address, so if we tapped on that, it would create a location folder for that address, which is what we're going to do in a minute. The other one is create name, the ability to create a customized name for the location. You can name it by job site, store number, anything that's applicable to your business that would work, so you can create a custom name. Or we'll go back and you can actually just select the address, which is what we're going to do. So we select the address, and now we have a location established for this address. And then we take subsequent pictures, and a radius has been created around this address. So every subsequent picture is going to go into a location folder for that address. Then what we can do is we can go over to Gallery. And in Gallery, you see at the top, it's got the new location. It's got the pictures we just captured. Those pictures are now available in the back office through the web dashboard. And so these pictures immediately are moved into the cloud and available through the back office. This also shows you every other location folder that's been created for different locations. And in this case, all these locations have been named by default by address. These can be changed even in the future and named a custom name. If you swipe to the left, you can rename it, which would create a custom name, or you can delete the location. You also have the ability from here to share this location with someone via email. And so you would send this via email, and you could share this location folder with them. But as you can see, there's a number of locations here, and all these locations are listed. Now, right after you take a number of pictures based upon your internet connection or your cellular connection, you're going to see this little black circle up here. That could be circling, and if it's circling, it's going to be white. And that will tell you that the sync is happening into the cloud. And if you've taken a large number of pictures, it might be syncing even while you're on the gallery here after doing the capture. Once that stops turning and the syncing's done, it will mean that all those images have been moved up to the cloud as well. Now you can override the automatic sync on that, and you can tap on that, and it will actually do a sync on there as well. Now it says the sync is complete, so there's nothing to do. But if it wasn't complete, you could tap on that. But it should happen all automatically. Now let's go over to the next set of features. We're going to go over to the thumbnails for the location. From the thumbnails, you can do a number of different things. First off, you can share. So if we select a few images here and we go to share, you can share by text message, by email, through Twitter, Facebook, or you can copy those images. And you can also do airdrop. You also have the ability to move images between location folders. So let's say that an errant image or errant images ended up in the wrong location folder. You can actually use this next icon to move images from one folder to another folder, and it explains that in the dialog box here. But basically, you can move between folders, so you can move those images over to the correct folder. The other thing that you can do is you can import images from a camera roll. So let's say that you forgot to open the app and you just took some pictures on your phone. You want to bring those pictures into the FlatZap ecosystem and bring them into the location folder. All you really need to do is tap on this icon once you're in the location folder, and it'll allow you to do an import from your camera roll on the phone and import them directly into this location folder. And then the last one is a delete button, and it just allows you to select multiple images and then delete those images using that icon. Now, the next level deeper would be to go into the actual individual image. From the individual image, you also have the same share functionality. You also have this ability to write a text note, and that text note you can put a title on and then actually leave a note. That note is attached to the image and pushed back to the dashboard, so it's an attachment on the dashboard. So if you left a text note and you needed to get it back to the back office, you could easily do that. You also can leave an audio note, and that allows you to actually hit the record, and it will record an audio note. That audio note will also attach to the back office. You also have the ability to draw on the image, and this brings up the drawing feature. And this drawing feature allows you to draw arrows, include text, or do freehand drawing as well. The other thing is you have the ability to delete this image as well. Now we're going to go back and we're going to look at the settings on the app. We'll go through each one. Frequently asked questions is just a list of common questions and ability to show those questions answered. Tips, also some handy tips to use the app. Video tutorials, links to YouTube videos explaining how to use various features of the product, and both on the website and on the app side. The Ask a Question will send us a direct message to ask us a specific question, and we're extremely timely in getting those questions answered. You also can invite friends to FlatZap. When you open that up, you'll be able to enter an email address, and we'll send an invite over, and we do appreciate that if you're willing to do that. Upgrade account would be if you have, say, a basic account or a pro account, and you would like to upgrade that to another level of an account. You can do that through the app. We really recommend, though, that you do this through the website. And if you are part of a business account, there's really no need to upgrade because you're part of a larger account. You're not through an individual account, and so there would be no reason to upgrade in that situation. Edit profile allows you to, of course, edit your email or password. Delete account is self-explanatory, allowing you to delete the account. Set image size allows you to set the default image size for this the app, and so you can actually set that specifically. Copy images to a camera roll is another feature that allows, which might be kind of an important one, which allows you to copy images you capture within FlatZap onto your camera roll. I do recommend that if you're new to using FlatZap to turn this on. By turning this on, you'll get a copy or a backup onto your camera roll. You're probably going to want to turn it off again at some point, but initially, if you want to just have some comfort level that the images are being backed up outside of FlatZap, you certainly could turn that on, and the images captured on FlatZap will also be copied over to the camera roll on the phone. The other item is set radius. Currently, the default is set at 800 feet. But if you're doing a lot of projects that are close together, or you want to have a tighter radius, you certainly can set a specific radius that's much smaller than that or larger than that, depending on the kind of project that you're working on. It's set at 800 feet as a default, but you can change that. Another important feature. The sync now is just showing you when the last sync happened with the cloud for the images, and this shows exactly when that happened. You can also force a sync by tapping on Sync Now, and it will provide you another sync that will automatically manually override the automatic syncing process. Account storage shows you how much storage that you're using under your account. In particular, once again, if you're part of a company account, it's not that important because all of your storage is part of a unified company-wide storage plan. Archive folders shows any folders that have been archived, any locations, in other words, that have been archived. You've completed a project and you've archived it either on the dashboard or through the app. This would actually show those archive folders. The end user license agreement is just some standard language licensing that shows you what license and everything falls under for the FlatZap app. Same thing for privacy policy. The version number will show you the latest version that you're using. Send us feedback, as any kind of feedback. We'd be happy to receive that, and we will respond to any feedback that we're given. And then obviously the ability to sign out. So most of these are pretty self-explanatory. The copy image to camera roll is an important feature, and the radius set is an important feature. I think those are the two most probably important things in the settings. Now, we go back to the regular camera view, which is your standard view. You can also shoot video from this view, so you can do photo or video, and it will capture to the location. This is a fairly detailed overview of all the features and benefits of the FlatZap mobile app, available both for the Apple phone and Android. Thank you very much.